Hello, everyone, and welcome back for a special Labor Day edition of Spin from the Real. Once again, I am Matt, and joining me, as always, is the impeccable Shug. How you doing, Shug?
Labor Day. I had to work today. I don't know. You had the day off. Everybody else had the day off. I had to go to work.
Day off. That's that Costco life.
I had to work.
I got
all
paid
day,
not
but you
to
know
be
what?
at work.
Lucky son of a gun. But you know what? That's okay. I'm glad to be here with you tonight, Matt, because it's always good to be hanging out with you on Monday night talking Schmodown.
Yeah.
Got some big matches coming out this week. Some big matches that were played last week. So super excited for this. And yeah, man, how was your weekend? Everything going good?
I mean, college has started, so like my weekends are now spent doing schoolwork and being at my job. Yay!
For sure. We actually, me, Buck, and Ashley watched the Georgia Clemson game on Sunday. That was pretty fun. Ashley was going crazy watching that game because it was the most low-scoring game ever. Two defenses going at it, so it's pretty awesome to watch. So if you love sports, make sure to check out our sports channel, our sports podcast, and on Sunday, NFL Star.
Tomorrow is our NFL fantasy draft. So everybody who wants to is in our league is going to be on screen. We're going to do our draft. Got some fun little things going on. Shug will probably be in the chat heckling all of us.
But, for sure.
But yeah, I'm excited. But I'm also really excited for tonight's episode because we have the Rager coming on. But for some reason, he didn't book through me. He went through Shug.
Well, I mean, me and Rager have like a weird kind of like relationship. Like, I've lost some bets because of him. I talked about his agent, Taylor Cleek, who doesn't even watch the Schmodown. So I think finally he's gotten some respect for me. And he messaged me and said, hey, man, I really want to come on the show. And I promise you it's going to be a show that you never forget. And I was like, all right, cool. And then he said that make sure, I promote it and all this stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. Maybe things are turning around with mine and Triple R's relationship. Because maybe he finally respects me. Maybe that's what it is.
Triple R respect you? Nah.
Yeah. He respects me, man. He told me. He messaged me and he says, "I respect you, Shug. So I want to come on your show." So I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe we're getting somewhere with each other.
Nah, but it looks like he's here now. So let's bring him on. Shug, I'll let you do the honors this time around since you booked our guest.
Yeah, let's bring him in. This is the impeccable. I believe he won a fantasy a family title. The guy's just amazing. He's going to be 3-0 this year. He's going to beat Frankie Alvarez in a match at the Cantina, which I will be at. And let's talk about the Fizz Stock Exchange Rookie of the Year, Triple R himself, Rick the Rager Raddus.
Oh, daddy-os. What's up? It's me, Ricky the Rash. It's been quite the summer for Ricky, and I woke up with a couple little bumps down under, so that's why I'm now Rick the Rash Raddus. The Rager is retired, boys. How you doing?
What's up, Rick? How you doing today, man? Long time no see.
Oh,
Shug, what did you do?
Oh, Shug, you know what it is over here in beautiful Ohio. I mean, who doesn't want to be over here in Ohio during the summer? The place to be. And that's why the Rash sets up shop in Ohio, daddy.
Interesting. I actually like the name change, the Rash. The Rager, I don't know. It seemed kind of WWE-ish. And, WWE's out now. It's all about AEW. So I like the new nickname change. That's awesome.
Well, see, Ricky the Rash actually has invested all of his money and time in a small startup called WCW. It's actually being reborn under the incredible iron fist of a personal friend and idol of mine by the name of Mr. Vinny Russo. That's for all my wrestling fans out there.
Shug, what did you book?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't tell I'm Ricky the Rash? Hold on, let me get a little closer. And you could see I still got a little bit of Bobby Gucci on my chin there. Oh, boy, I'm glad to be here. Glad to talk some Schmodown. That's right. It's your favorite fan leaguer that got lost and made his way up to a league of a bunch of geriatric men. Finstock.
There you go.
Sure, that's not the Rager.
Shut up. Matt, how is that not the Rager? He has the robe on. He has the glasses on. He's drinking. How is that not the Rager?
He's got a Power Rangers background behind him.
I don't know what you're talking about, Daddy-O. This is for the kids, the babies. I get this because all the kids like, the same kids that like me in the fan leagues. They like the Power Rangers and the toys, baby. Oh, Daddy-O, Daddy-O, brother-O, sister, daddy, baby-O.
Yeah, I mean, I'm liking him even more because he likes the Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers.
I gotta say, I'm glad to be here. I'm giving you guys the gift of the rash, okay? And if there's anything that Rick Raddus does, he gives out rash like it's going out of style, Daddy. I just got finished buying some boxed wine for the Tyrant, and then right after this, I can't stay long. I gotta go shave Brother Lomas's feet, baby, Daddy-O.
Shug, this is Frankie.
That's not Frankie, dude. That's Rick.
Like Rick Raddus.
Dude, that is Rick Raddus.
Listen, Matt. I understand why, as I've been growing my hair out, you can think that I look like someone who is far more superior than me. But you think that I would ever coordinate with Frankie? I'm afraid to even talk to this man, let alone try to coordinate anything with him. Oh boy. Listen, I don't got a lot of time to sit here and talk to you boys, okay? I gotta go get back to studying with areas. The jester, Mr. Khan. I gotta go back. We have been studying all week really hard, memorizing Ashley Tisdale's whole filmography. And let me tell you, it's a little hard. It's a little tough for me, Ricky the Rash.
Yeah, I mean, sure looks like he has rash. Well, Ricky Rash. How has the studying been going for you? You excited for your match against Frankie Alvarez on the 25th?
Oh, man, am I excited. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. Ricky just upgraded his...
Hey, Rick, this is on Shug.
Oh, what?
What are you talking about?
Look at the comments, Shug.
Dude, that's a burner account. Obviously, come on, they're using that picture. That's a burner account. Use your head, Matt. Seriously, if you're gonna be professional, be professional. That's a burner account.
Thank you.
That's somebody acting like Rick.
I've been trying to tell the beautiful people. I've been trying to tell the beautiful people of the internet. Not only do I want to see the David Ayer cut, but Rick the Rash also believes that Shug is the premier personality on this show. Matt, I appreciate you, trying to talk to me over here. But listen, fact of the matter is that Rick the Rash Raddus, a lot of the Finstock Exchange's study sessions are actually spent reminding Mr. John Roca what day it is. So we don't go over a whole lot of movie news outside of, kind of stuff like that. Daddy!
Dude, that's great insight. Great insight on the Finstock Exchange. What else can you tell us about the Finstock Exchange? How are they preparing you for this match against the Animal Frankie Alvarez?
Oh, I mean, as best as they can. They've been reminding me to say my prayers and take my vitamins, because we have that wannabe Hulk Hogan, the Barbarian, who likes to talk to me in that chat. But the fact of the matter is, baby, and Daddy-O, nothing's going to prepare me for Alvarez, especially the fact that we're in person. Listen, the Rash was quite comfortable not having to leave the comfort of his basement, his mother's basement, as a matter of fact. And guess what? Now that I find out that it's out west, well, they're going to have to dish out some serious cash to get me out there because I don't know, man. Alvarez in person, boy, oh boy, that's something I don't want to mess with. Those New Yorkers, they're crazy, man. They're living underwater. They got storms wiping them out left and right. You never know what they could pull out of their little hat.
Shug, you and I are going to have a talk after this.
Oh, what's wrong with you, Matt? What's wrong, Daddy?
I know. What is going on? This is your boy. This is your boy. I don't get
my boy.
This is literally Rick. Now he's the Rash. He used to be the Rager. He got rid of that horrible name. I don't know who gave it to him. Look at that chest. Look at that chest, man. How's it not Rick Raddus? Look at that chest.
Count my 6 chest hairs, and count my 6 chest hairs, and you'll know it's me, baby.
And this burner account is like they're just mad because the Rick everyone's favorite Rick Raddus is on our show.
I got to ask you guys, are you excited to see Ricky Raddus and Alvarez? Because the fact of the matter is, this is going to be a match for the ages. And I'll tell you why it's going to be a match for the ages. Because finally, all that talking that I had done, all that smack that I had done, I kind of regret it now. Because the fact of the matter is I got to see this man face to face, and it's not going to be easy. Rick the Rash Raddus, he doesn't do well with personal confrontation. No. Why do you think I moved to Ohio? There's no people on either side of me for 6 or 7 miles, baby.
Ain't that the truth? Because
that
ain't
is
nothing good out.
Nothing Cleveland.
Yeah, nothing came out of other than LeBron James coming out of Cleveland. But Rick,
LeBron's from Akron, but we'll claim him.
Sure, whatever. But Rick, you got this big matchup in LA. That's where the stars are born, and you're a star of this league. Like, how excited are you to play? I mean, hopefully you don't lose to that. What happens if you lose, man? What happens?
Oh man,
Rick the Rash Raddus.
Listen, I've been thinking about the reality of when I lose, because the fact of the matter is that I do not know if I have it in me to be in person, speak to people, talk to people about the Schmodown. Fact of the matter is that I get most of my information on movies from these long rants that John Roca goes on. He reminds me of the first time he saw, all the time. He tells me all the time about that first time he saw. What was that movie that he was saying that he went and saw? Citizen Kane. He said he hated it. This guy knows his movie news. Just like the Rick the Rash Raddus, awful movie. I have nothing to do with it.
This burner account is really getting upset for no reason. Like, I don't understand why you're getting so mad when
because
you know the real Rick Raddus. Matt, seriously, now you're starting to irritate me. This is Rick Raddus. He emailed me from his official email.
Thank you.
Rick Rash Raddus, and he said, "Shug, I respect you so much. I want to come on your show."
Shug, he doesn't use an email.
Rick the Rash Raddus at aim.com, baby. Go look it up. I'm there, daddy.
You fell for an AIM. Shug, you fell for an AIM. You fell for an AIM.
That's still a thing. That's still a thing. I mean, I don't know what to do, but I'm here enjoying our guest, man. This guy, you become so much enjoyable, Rick. So, now with this new nickname change and everything, what else can you tell us about your preparation for this match, and what you're looking forward to?
Well, I tell you, I'm really looking forward to being out in Hollywood. The Rash has had to deal with so much disappointment.
You need to get on. Chris,
so much disappointment and rejection over here in Ohio, and it has prepared me to be surrounded by the disappointing losers of the Finstock Exchange when I get out there. And Daddy-O, let me tell you, I can't wait to travel out west, okay? There is a street side Elmo that has the Raddus' name all over it, baby. You best believe that's where I'm going to be staying.
Look at, and as someone that doesn't like, your old personality, Chris Lopez is loving it. He loves your new personality. Well,
Chris Lopez clearly is a man of taste. He understands. Not like Matt, the man who forgot to shave his face to be in the Rash's presence. Listen, Matt, let me give you a word of advice. When the Rash comes here, you shave. Always shave for the Rash. If you don't shave for the Rash, well then, you don't deserve to be here. Why don't we get Chris Lopez in this chat instead of this loser geek that pretends to like Star Wars in the back over there, Matt?
Look, very true,
look.
That's actually very true.
I can't shave because if I shave, because of my job, I'm not allowed to grow it back. So that's never gonna happen. That's just. And secondly, I don't know who put you up to this. I don't know why Shug is under the belief that you are Rick Raddus, but there's no
Rick Raddus.
Shug,
what do you want to show you?
Shug, shut up. Shut up, Shug. Look, use your eyes. That's not even the right robe. Oh, hold on. We have a guest here that I think will clear everything up.
Oh, yes. What is it that they say about imitation, the sincerest form of flattery? Suge Knight. Thought we were good, baby. Thought we were solid. Thought we were tantric. You're going to betray me like this? What? You're going to insult me like this? Who is this joker? Because he sure as heck ain't the Rager.
It's Rick Raddus. He sent me an email.
Listen, Ricky boy. I know that it's a little difficult to look at yourself, but I'm you from the future. I'm you after you lose and get TKO'd by the Animal. After you fall even farther in the standings to the best faction in the league right now, the usual suspects. And let me tell you something, little boy. You are going to feel the rash as I creep up on you. Because that's what I am, baby. Rick Raddus is a rash for everybody, and I'm here for you.
Believe it or not, I've had worse rashes than you, Frankie Alvarez. I've dealt with some scary, hairy stuff, and it gets a lot worse than what you've seen, you soft little doughboy. Here's the fact of the matter. I said it from day one, you're a Rager wannabe. You've been calling me out to get people to care about you, to get invested in your career, Daddy-O, and they don't care. And now you're going to put on the robe and the glasses and interrupt my evening bath time. I need this, okay? You interrupt this. I need this. You're going to drag me on in front of these two jackasses to talk trash with you. I had it.
No. Keep my.
I'm just, Rick, I'm just, Mr. Rager. I'm so impressed at how long Jeffrey Kahn can hold his breath because he hasn't popped up since he got in here. And let me just say, I know what you did, my friend. I know exactly what you're here. Trust me, like I said, I'm you from the future. I completely understand. We didn't want to go into the singles tournament. And why was that? We didn't want to get embarrassed by the incredible people, the incredible Schmodown competitors that were out there. I'm with you. I feel that. But what I forgot to tell myself.
Shut your damn mouth and keep it singular, Frankie Alvarez. You can pretend you passed in the tournament. Nobody gave you the chance. Because Sam Levine's a fool, but he's not that stupid to throw away one of his contenders in the singles tournament. You didn't pass. You weren't offered. And now you're going to get on my gravy train in hopes of saving face at the end of the season. But you can keep chugging it down, baby. You can't swallow this gravy, and that's facts, Daddy.
Oh, listen, if there's anything the rash is good at, it's swallowing gravy, baby. Look at this flavor saver I got going on here. You don't need to worry about a thing, Daddy-O. Now, listen, next time that you want and you upgrade from that boxed Frenzy of wine that you're drinking over there, get on the rashes train and start drinking this. This, my friend, is the elixir of life, baby. Daddy-O.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun. It's great. Look. I hope this is a good time for you because this is the last time anybody's going to invest in Frankie Alvarez. You were so close to ending this on a perfect season. 2-0, that would have been really great for you, but you had to come into the Ragers' yard, and now it's going to end on a big old goose egg for you. If you're my future, you're right. I should quit while I'm ahead because, damn, it looks dismal. But I ain't worried about a damn thing. We're going to rumble in the Scum and Villainy, baby. We're going to get nasty. We're going to get saucy. We're going to have a good time. And I'm going to get another win for the Finstock Exchange. I'm going to get another TKO for the Finstock Exchange. Daddy-O.
Listen up, Daddy-O. I saw your future. It's my past already. And guess what? Not only is the Alvarez going to storm into the Scum and Villainy Cantina and absolutely wipe the floor with you on September 25th, live in Hollywood, baby. But the fact of the matter is that the usual suspects is bringing the heat that day because that other guy, Amaru Moses, is going to take that belt from the one, the only Mike Kalinowski, Daddy-O, and we together, Mr. Rager, will watch as the Finstock Exchange slowly falls apart from the inside.
Oh, I love that you mentioned Amaru Moses. You know what? For being a guy in a whole different division, he seems kind of obsessed with the Rager himself. Matter of fact, there's something you have in common with Christy V and Peggy Gubbins. You're all friends with Amaru Moses. I'm going to whoop all your asses at the end of the season. And that is, as Gucci says, facts, baby.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Did you get your family tickets to the show? You flying them out? I recommend they cancel the flight.
Hey, man, take it easy with the family stuff, Daddy-O.
It would be real embarrassing for them to sit in the front row and watch you lose, Frankie, wouldn't it? Don't you worry. You know what? They may not want to look you in the eye and call you father anymore, but at least they can call Rick Raddus Daddy-O, Daddy. That's facts. What's going on?
Listen, man. Fun and games. All fun and games. I'm all about it. All about fun and games. Okay? We can get on here. We can promote the match. We could say whatever we want to say. But I made it very clear. Fucking jokes aside, I made it very clear not to bring up any fucking family shit.
Would you speak with me beforehand? I don't remember that.
No. Shug. I fucking told you guys. None of this family shit is cool. Rick, watch your goddamn mouth. I told you to stop. I told you to watch your mouth. From the day that you decided to have my name leave your lips, you made a big mistake. And the fact of the matter is, you wish that this match was taking place digitally. Because there is literally nothing you can do. There's nowhere you can run. There is nothing you can say that is going to stop what I am bringing to the Cantina on September 25th.
I hope it's not your family. They're going to be really embarrassed on your behalf. And that's what happens when you don't book the real Rager, baby. Good night, children.
Suge, we got to have a talk.
All right. Look, I'm not answering emails anymore.
Yeah, you don't book anyone anymore.
Right? Well.
So, what did we learn today, kids? Suge can't be trusted with booking.
I got an email from a Raddus email account. I mean,
even Chris says,
oh my God. You know what? Screw you guys, okay? I got an email. I thought it was Rick. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this match is going down. Holy crap.
I don't even know how to I don't even know.
I don't. Whoa.
So Suge, I think you're missing interview the Galaxy Geeks. We did get that heated ha ha ha. They're adorable. Bravo to their parents for dropping them on their heads. Oh, ASG, he put those free AOL hours to good use.
He did.
Ryan Christensen. Now that's how you follow up All Out last night. Great storytelling. I wish that was storytelling on my part. Wow. Amber Moses, can't wait for me and Frankie to sweep the Cantina. Okay. So, Suge, any final words for yourself?
Oh, am I getting kicked off the show too?
This is Suge Knight's last episode on Spin.
Right. I don't know if Rick's ever going to talk to me again.
Or you might just have to dance for him again.
I don't know. Holy crap, did that get personal? Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I goofed up. I did not know that was Frankie. I didn't even realize it was Frankie until he took off the hair, took off the bandana and the glasses.
It took
What, dude? I got an email. I thought it was him.
Suge.
Stop it. Get some help.
I think you need a better prescription. Well, we got some Schmodown to talk about, don't we? Wow.
Yeah, let's talk about Schmodown.
Wowie. Okay.
Jesus Christ. All right. I don't even know where to go, bro. I can't.
Oh,
I don't know where to go.
hold up. Amr says you can't use "our" and "victory" in the same sentence at Jeffrey Kahn when it comes to Cantina matches. Okay, that is a that's a horribly great way to transition at the same time. First match we got is Lon Harris versus Jeffrey Kahn. Yeah, it's Lon Harris, Jeffrey Kahn, and Lon shocked the world there, didn't he?
I mean, look at.
I'm really.
Yeah, I know. We gotta kind of gotta let ourselves get caught up. Jeffrey Kahn versus Lon Harris. Look, I had picked Kahn to win this match. Kahn was on a hot streak. And really, let's talk about it. Lon, a lot of people didn't have faith in Lon for this match.
Oh God. Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah. You're fine.
As I was talking, my kids were being loud right now.
You're cool.
So Lon Harris, really, really showed up. I got to give him credit. He really showed up. Tough loss for Kahn.
Amaru Moses, let's see how you do if and when you spin opponent's choice. Amaru, I broke the round 3 record and won when I got up against got OP against your boy. Okay. Wow. Hi, Jess. Love you, Jess. Miss you, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Peggy Gubbins says accurate. Well, yeah, this is going to be a fun chat this episode. Yeah, Lon killed it. Mystery in round 2, good for him. 13-14 going into round 3. Just it's hard. It came down to Khan and his 5-pointer, and which is Gerald McRaney plays Will Smith's father, Bucky Spurgeon, in what film? Oh God, they're going at it in the chat. I love this, but wow. I'm still so disheveled, but it's weird to have Lon actually show up.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I think we bust his balls too much.
Yeah.
I think we, because Lon has had these matches where it's just like we want to say it's his fault, especially in the teams. And so to me, like, he kind of got over that hump. Now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna see what he's gonna do in the second round, because he has a tough match in the second round, and we'll talk about that match a little later on who he's gonna play. But if Lon can get on a run, this is what the tournament was so great about the tournament. If you could get on a run, and things just start going his way, Lon can win. You can't count them out. We just are
right here. Jeremy Miller is the best. Lon needs the live audience more than any other player. I agree, because you look back to that singles tournament run he had a few years ago, and he was still the professor. He had a live, maybe smaller audience, but still a live audience in front of him. And he does well in those live situations. So, like, what else can you say? It's one of those things.
Yeah, for sure. But look, he's got a tough matchup next round, and maybe this gets him going. Maybe and Khan and first round we both did 3-0 record seems perfect to me. Won't be 3-0 after the 25th. Oh God.
Oh,
everyone that's gonna be at Scum and Villainy, I cannot wait for these matches.
You're gonna see a drunk Suge Knight if you're there.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll think about it.
No, it's it sucks because you know me. I that was like the 2016 World Series. With that match, I won or I lost either way, because my exchange was going to win or lose, and Swag was either going to win or lose. That's the situation I was in, because those are my two favorite factions.
Yeah, I kind of want to see. I wanted to see Khan move on, because I want to see what he could do against the possibility of who he would face next in the next match. But unfortunately, he didn't. But Khan still has had a good year. I believe he finished 3-1 or 2-1. Khan, if you could tell me,
2-1,
because he beat Goddard. Yeah, 2-1. So I think people are really going to be looking at him next year. Probably draft him, most likely. And he has a good career ahead of him. I think he's well positioned for this next year. And but we have the terms tournament for him to look forward to.
Yeah,
with Griffey Newman. So that is actually, his season's not over yet. So
King
before
Arthur.
I bury him,
King Arthur.
King Arthur.
I love it.
So,
you're damn right. You are damn right, Con. And
I want to see. And I want to see what you. I want to see what you do, because I think you can do some damage with the knowledge you have. You know the game. I think you're gonna be all right, Con. But I can't wait to see you in the teams tournament. Super excited about that. But Lon, moving on, and we'll talk about the next match and who he's going to be seeing, which is going to be the winner between Dan Murrell and Jessica Schloth. Look at
perfect transition, because back-to-back TKOs this week. It sucks to see, because I know you're a Den shill, and the last thing we want is anyone from the dungeon getting a win, because they were running away with it early, and now things are starting to slow down. But it's Dan Murrell, who's mad because he just lost the title, so he's playing angry. What can you expect? And it's not like it's not like he had a perfect game either. He
No,
had,
and go ahead. Sorry.
he only had 15 points. So that tells me out of a possible, what's that, 17, he missed 2 points somewhere within there. So look, like he's got a little bit of rust. Yes, I will admit that I'm still more of a fan of 5. 5 makes sense. 5 is what feels good to me. Doesn't matter. Because here, I'll say this. Since Dragon brings it up, you look at a team with with the best record being in the middle of the pack. It's not great. I'm very much a record guy. So the team with the best record shouldn't be in like 4th or 5th place. So I'm still for them not being as heavily weighted as they are, Dragon, to answer your question.
Well, who technically has the best record?
The Exchange.
What's their record?
17-12.
And who's next behind them?
Let me go to Twitter and I will tell you. But yeah, it's just
I'll find it.
Go ahead, Shug. Talk a little bit because I gotta.
21-12.
21
Thank you, Leo Logan.
21-12. I was looking for So 21-12 for the Exchange. Next best record is the Suspects, who are in 3rd place at 19-13. Then you have the Dungeon at 18-14.
So it's not really that off, though, Matt.
But my point
one or two.
It's 3. So the team who's far and away got the best record is in 4th. It shouldn't. My point is the team with the best record shouldn't be in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, but this isn't traditional sports.
I know. That's why I said he was asking me about my opinion on the weight of points to a title, and I've said multiple. And that's what he's referencing when I said in the past. I've said 5 for winning, 6 for defending makes more sense to me. But that's just
the title shots that the Dungeon has had, they've lost. So that's on them.
Besides Dan.
Besides Dan, I mean, the opportunities they had to get to a title shot.
And Con, this is my point. 7 more wins than the Mercs, who are in 2nd.
Yeah, but they've had a bunch of title shots.
But that's my point. Like, a title shot shouldn't completely outweigh. Like, I get it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the point of the Schmodown is the belts.
I know, but my point is, at the end of the day, we're talking about who's the best faction, and whoever wins via points wins the faction title. No, because realistically, they might not even be the best faction. They might have just had one of the best players that carried their ass all year.
What happens at the end of the year if Finstock Exchange doesn't finish with a good record? Like they finished, let's say they're 21-12. But they finished 23-15. But then the Mercs finished 25-12.
The Mercs would have to win 11 more matches, and the Mercs have already lost more than 12. That's what. So it's like it's. I get it. It's a catch-22. I'm just saying I rather go off of standings than weigh something as heavily as than weigh something as heavily as a title. I was just answering his question.
I love this answer.
Yeah, but I agree. But here's the thing: a title belongs to a single player. We're trying to make if you're doing this team's rankings, it's a team thing at that point. So that's all I got to say.
I get what you're saying. But it is what it is for right now. And look, we're gonna see see what the Exchange can do, because they have, obviously you have Rick playing, you have still the singles tournament, the teams tournament, so they can, or sorry, the dungeon, we're talking about the dungeon, so they can still win the faction with the best points record ever. It's just they got to do it.
The dungeon can, yes, but I'm looking at the case of the Mercs, where if it weren't for, and I'm sorry, the Mercs, my Mercs friends know I love them, but 14-14 shouldn't have you in second place. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think corruption. I think corruption is going to make a big run. I think they're going to make a huge run.
Yes.
I think corruption and I think the Den are going to make a huge run. Those are my two picks to make second half runs.
And then you have a team like the Stars, who's just dead in the water, guaranteed to finish last.
Dead in the water. And not even talk about dead in the water.
Which, by the way, Jeff Snyder officially announced today that he, to the public, he has retired. So
in the Schmodown.
That's not helping the case right now.
Yeah. So it's you're looking at that bottom half of those teams, and Swag. I don't know if Swag's going to be make a run, maybe. If they get lucky in some certain areas, I think the teams to look out for is the Den, Corruption. I think Mercs, Exchange, and Dungeon are the teams that are going to be, I think, top 5 finishing out the season.
Yeah, I agree. I know you love the Den. Who knows? It was announced Thomas Harper's title match is this upcoming Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had 3 title shots.
I said the Mercs. You're on the Mercs, right? Am I tripping?
Suspects.
Oh, suspects. Okay, my bad. My bad.
They're third. They belong to, like, in my opinion, they should either way. They're 2. If the Mercs are there, they're 2 either way.
I have Amaru winning the IG belt, but then losing it at Spectacular. I know he's gonna kill me for saying that.
E-Man
other title shots. Yeah, E-Man's gonna kill me for saying that. Who's your other title shots?
Well, Ethan has to.
Because
Ethan plays in October. Ethan
plays Marisol. No, Ethan plays this month. He plays next week.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
It's not live though. It's just a taping, right, for Cantina.
I think so. I'm not.
Lightning Time. Sure. That was the other one. Lightning Time. Yeah. Lightning Time. E-Man. I'm going with what I think. Okay. Why am I? I'm not high. I don't do that stuff, Jeremy. To be honest with you. Okay. So Lightning Time. Okay. Ethan has the best. I think Ethan's going to defend, even though I'm going to pick Marisol. I think Ethan will most likely. If I'm a betting man, Ethan's going to most likely defend,
which will shoot the suspects up as of right now, based off of the current standing.
Lightning Time against Shazam. That is a tough match.
I got Shazam there.
Yeah, I have to go with Shazam. They've proven to be one of the best teams of all time.
Realistically, right now we're looking, depending on how things going, we're looking at the Mercs or the Suspects finishing 1 and 2, because the Dungeon, Robert Parker's got to win the tournament, has to win the tournament, which he'll be playing the winner of Saul and Moose this upcoming week. So we find out who he plays. Then they play at the They play at the 25th on at the Cantina. So we got a lot going. So
there's a lot of points up in the air. There's a lot of points
going all around right now. So a lot in just the next couple days. And for the public, realistically, the public may not see some of these results
until a month from now.
Yeah, which is insane to think about.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think I have Amaru winning the belt. Lightning Time, I'm gonna have to go with Shazam. Ethan, if I'm a betting person, I think you take Ethan. With my heart, I'm gonna take Marisol. But let's just assume Ethan wins. So I think they're gonna get big points there. I see the Suspects finishing first. They can finish first. They can finish top 3. I won't disrespect them. They're going to finish top 3. I think they're going to finish top 3.
The top 3 or 4 that we have right now is going to stay the same. I think the Exchange and Corruption are going to bounce back and forth for the next month or so.
Well, it's going to be interesting at that teams tournament because can corruption make a run in that tournament? That's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm just. We're so much going on. I remember you're like, Matt, you want to take a week off? I'm like, yeah, I would, but Shug shows you schedule, and you're like,
yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Brendan could be sneaky good at Harry Potter. Ethan exposed he doesn't study Harry Potter. Amru better get him prepared. Shazam and Aerosol, you know that's going to be on the wheel.
I don't think so. I don't think they would put
either.
I don't think they would put an actual Harry Potter slice on the wheel. I don't know. I don't know personally, but like I've never heard Marisol talk about if she's a good Harry Potter knowledge wise, and I don't see why Shazam would do that. Shazam is the old school, not like just like typical like Spurs, like they just consistently win.
Yes.
Like you just can't stop them. So I don't know if they're going to change anything just to beat Ethan and Liz. I don't know where Liz's head is. Got knocked out of the first round by Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about that. Brandon Buck with some insider information. If Marisol puts an IG slice, it will be Murrell. Okay, so there you go. But we got some big matches. Big matches coming up. Big matches.
Yeah, let's talk about the last big match, which from the last match from this week, because Bancroft and Meyer got pushed back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Was Parker and Irwin, where if Ethan didn't get, we had three questions, like wow, a TKO by Parker on Irwin. Just last thing that needed. Granted, they have suspects. Yes, Amaru, you have all your title shots. You have your 3 title shots. You could have potentially had 4 if Ethan had done what he needed to do in this match and kept the dungeon at bay. I am. Everyone knows I'm not the biggest dungeon guy, but my lord, lordy. Parker spun opponent's choice. It looks like no, excuse me.
Go and do what you're doing, man.
Parker spun fantasy sci-fi. Kept going. Irwin spun Wizarding World. Not what you want to see. It's not like he had the greatest round 1 anyways. He was down.
Yeah, and Robert, we all know Robert Parker knows Wizarding World like
the back of his head. Like the back of his hand. Yeah, and I agree. He gave you a net positive, but then he also took a point away in the same blow. So
I mean, I get where Amr was coming from, but yeah, well, he was playing Oyama. If he had been playing anybody else, I think you expect Ethan to win that match. I did not expect Ethan to get a TKO against Oyama. That was unexpected. So, I think that was a big surprise. But I don't. But if it was anybody else, I would assume.
Oh Lord, they just don't want to leave you alone, do they? Today, should.
What happened? Yeah, the kids. Sorry, did you hear me yelling?
No, I was like, they just don't want to leave you alone today, huh?
Running around. Anybody want some kids? Ethan was the only option. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand he was the only option, but if had Ethan been playing anybody else, I think he would expect to win that match. The fact that he TKO'd Paul Yama was huge. I didn't expect that.
Amr says plus 2 points on IG from Ethan. It's not something that was in the plans this year. That TKO means nothing for us since we got 2 extra points in the end. Dragon,
I did not have Ethan beating Parker. I I sure the hell didn't say that.
I did not see that either. I think people's thought process was
because he TKO'd Oyama.
Yeah.
They assumed that maybe Parker would have a rough match, but Parker looks dialed in, and I can't wait to see who he plays for this final
between Moose and Saul. I almost said Saul because I have a coworker named Saul.
Saul? What?
Saul. He's Hispanic.
No, I know. Never mind. I did feel Parker didn't do as well as we were all hoping. Very true. TKOs are very deceptible if you just have a bad round one, and then round two kind of goes your way, and then they just don't answer their round threes. It looks very deceptible. TKO. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to offend people in the chat, but yeah, some TKOs look very deceptible to me. They don't always mean something to me. Poll counts. Yeah, but polls are very, especially within the Schmodown community, polls are very, they're so recency biased or like, hey, I like you, so that I'm always going to vote for you kind of thing. So, but we didn't really talk about Dan Murrell versus Jessica Sloat, dude.
No, we got distracted by Dragon's question.
Yeah. I mean, I think I want to shout out Jessica Sloat because
she was put in an incredibly tough position. She was
put in a very tough position. And look at in a lot of sports, you know who the best is. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, even though I don't think he's the best. LeBron James, Kobe when he was in his prime. Matt looks like he's frozen. Let's see. Oh no, he's back. Okay.
It made Parker look beatable.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of these TKOs that you see, I'll say it about Saul. Saul's TKO against Hannah wasn't great. It wasn't a great TKO.
People talk about his TKOs against the real rejects. He kept saying he wanted someone real. He got Amaru. Look what happened when Amaru played him.
Okay, you're gonna force me to say it, and I'm gonna have E-Man and Amaru on my ass. Amaru played good in that match. But he looked beatable. He looked. That's what I would say. Yeah. Some TKOs are deceptive. Not saying Armor was bad. Don't come at me. Not saying that. What I'm saying is there was opportunities in that match for things to change, and it didn't happen. Armor won the match. He took advantage of that. That's sports. Everybody knows that. If you don't take advantage of the opportunities, then you just won't win the match. Looks like Matt froze again. I'll take him out until he comes back. You guys get to look at my beautiful face. You're wrong, but you good. Am I wrong? No. I mean, look, I'm just saying, there's things that you see in a match and you go, okay, there's a possibility things could have changed had obviously certain answers came up the way they should have or things like that. Matt's back. There's two of you back. Why is
I don't know. Now the other one's gone.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, there you go. See, Amaru, you missed two questions, but that in a title shot, that's beatable. But if you get the win, don't ever you win. In a football game, you win by a field goal, you win by point. Yeah, but that could cost you a match.
That could cost you a match. It's saying at the end of the day that can cost you the title. And Amaru's even said that. He's like, I didn't play as well as I wanted because you look at how he played against Moose, looked unbeatable. He looked unbeatable, and now he's got to go up against.
I'll give you a perfect example. Andrew DeMolanta goes freaking perfect with Alex Damon. In the next match, he has a very ugly match with Alex Damon. He missed 2 or 3 questions in round 1, and Alex missed like 2 off the bat in round 2. That happens. That just that's what I'm saying. So you could always be beatable if he goes now. Amaru goes perfect. Different story.
Exactly. Says, I only need to say
and when you're ahead, you can make mistakes. You can make minimal mistakes. They can come back to bite you, but you can make mistakes. Can't do that when you're behind. If you're behind, any mistake will cost you the match. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to, go after Amaru or anything and be like, I think Amaru, and I'm picking Amaru to win the IG match or IG title. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have Amaru across my stomach. His name just right across my stomach, and I'm gonna lift my shirt. Right when Amaru wins, all this is gonna come out. You're just gonna see Amaru staring at it, and he's gonna like forget that he won the IG title.
E-Man says, he says, happy early, brother. And
Thank you, E-Man. Appreciate you.
So it's not about comparing games, it's about how the questions are on the day. We'll see how everyone is on. Exactly.
No, very, very true. That's the one thing that makes this sport unique, because we have seen players go perfect, and then we've seen players just miss questions just because they don't know.
This is a perfect example. Laura Kelly looked completely unbeatable until that fast money round.
Yeah.
Stumped her. Just stumped her.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is what's great about and what makes championship matches and 3-round matches different, but also great, is in a 3-round match, you could play. Look at Paul Preston when he played JT, was playing perfect. Couldn't answer his 5-pointer, lost the match. So it could come down to one question. Title matches seem to be a little different. You can mess up here, mess up there. You have a little wiggle room unless you get in a match like Alex Damon and Damalanta. But normally you don't want to make any mistakes. And yeah, it's going to be a great match. I cannot wait for this match. Amaru, you talked about it. You were a Mike Kanoxy fan. We saw the behind stuff where you were talking to Mike. I'm assuming because you were a fan leader. This always was a thought, but you never thought it'd be a reality. It's a reality now. So when you walk into that on that Sunday, it's going to be a thing. You're going to be on that stage fighting for the IG belt, where Mike has fought Rachel Cushing, where she fought Kevin Smith, where he fought other Mara, so that it's like, I am super excited to see this matchup because I know your knowledge is good and you're obviously competitive and you're awesome, dude. Even though you're a Knicks fan, but I don't hate you for that. I appreciate it. Don't hate, appreciate. But yeah, I'm super excited for this matchup, and I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be there live, taking shots at Jaeger.
Are we gonna have you like wear a Rick Raddus shirt and then a Usual Suspects hat or something?
Well, no, what I plan on doing, and I gotta write it out. So I'm gonna have Amaru across my stomach. I'm gonna have
Rager across your forehead.
Yeah, Rager across my chest.
No, forehead. Just Rager.
Right here? Rager? Okay. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to put on my butt cheeks.
I don't think you can show those in public, Shug.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's Hollywood. You can show them. I already checked. We're good. I'm gonna wear assless chaps that day.
Oh.
How about Snyder's retirement? It was huge. He and MJ Trisha both had the Yodi Award this year.
I don't know.
I think the Yodi Award is going to Eric. No, I think it's going to go to Eric.
No, because Christian has said the Yodi Award is for on-camera personnel.
Oh, okay. Then it should go to probably
Snyder. It's Snyder, not both, but Snyder. Because you're gonna go if Roca retires this year, it's got to go to Roca. But if he doesn't, Snyder. That's where I stand on it.
Makuga.
But Makuga isn't retired. He's only a year suspension.
And she said if Saul wins, on your ass for Saul, man. Let's go, Knicks.
So
yes. Snyder's not getting the award.
And Brandon's right. It doesn't necessarily have to go to a retired competitor, but that seems to be how.
Then it should go to Mara then.
For coming back,
Mara coming back and winning a title.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
I think it should go to Mara, personally. What else do we have? What other matches are coming? What matches are coming up this week?
Let me pull those up real quick because I know it's in our chat with the guys. This week we
Do we
have.
have it?
Yeah, I got it right here. This week we have Solver V Haas.
Yeah.
Zipper Janine. Demolanta Harper.
So just
And
3 matches.
Young versus White before that, because Demolanta Harper is the pay-per-view.
Yeah. All right. So are we picking his matches this week?
I mean,
well, I'm
yeah.
not picking Harper Demolanta. I refuse to pick that match.
I understand, even though you've picked it like a million times already.
I haven't picked it.
I'm just saying, you've said on numerous shows how you think it's gonna go. So you've technically picked it, but here. So
Shut up.
I got Zipper over Janine. I think Zipper's due. That's realistically my only reason, because I think Janine's played killer this year, but I think Zipper's due. The exchange Shillamy is going Haas. I got Young over White, and then I got Harper over Demolanta.
A hard question, Jeremy. It's a hard question. I'm gonna go Janine. Obviously, I'm going with the Saul show all day, every day, then for life. And I'm not picking between Demolanta and Harper. I hope. And who's the other one? Oh, White versus Young. I'm gonna take James White. But yeah, I'm not picking between Demolanta and Harper because I'm gonna be sad for whoever loses, and I'm gonna be happy for whoever wins. Demolanta is, and I'm gonna say this. I don't care what anybody says. Come at me if you want. If Harper wins, Demolanta is still the Star Wars competitor of the year.
I disagree.
And if I don't care if you disagree, you're wrong. And if Demolanta wins, obviously he's Star Wars Player of the Year. No matter what, Demolanta is Star Wars Player of the Year this year.
No, because I think even though he beat Alex Damon, if Harper wins and then
twice. No, don't skip over it.
I'm not skipping over twice. I'm not skipping over the twice.
Beat him twice, defend it twice. Harper's only going to defend once if he wins. If Demolanta wins, he defends. He gets to defend for 4 times.
Should let me finish. If Demolanta loses, the reason I say he's not guaranteed that Star Wars Player of the Year is because what if Harper plays Damon at Spectacular?
Don't care.
Because then
don't care.
We get the prize match, and then what if Harper wins?
If he plays Damon and beats him at Spectacular, if he wins the belt, it doesn't matter. Demolanta was the first to do it. Demolanta was the first to do it. Nobody has beat him.
He wasn't the first to do it.
No.
Brock was the first to do it.
Was Alex Damon had the belt?
That's not the point.
No.
You said Demolanta was the first to do it.
He's the first person to beat Damon as long as Damon's been a champion. He's the first person to do it, and then he beat him for a second time. And then he beat Laura Kelly.
Thomas, if he wins, yeah, exactly. It's unfair to Thomas. He can't enter his own title match. You go by percentages at this point. Exactly. That means Harper's undefeated, wins the belt, and defends as a rookie. He's got to win Star Wars Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year at that point. Yes.
Nope. I give him Rookie of the Year. I absolutely give him Rookie of the Year. Do not give him Star Wars Player of the Year. He comes in second to Demolanta.
And what are you going to do if he does win Star Wars Player of the Year?
What am I going to do? I can't do anything. It's not like I could. What am I going to protest? Boycott? I'm saying is you're going by recency bias, not you, but everybody would go by recency bias.
That's based on the fact that as a rookie he goes undefeated. That's what that's based on, and beats the guy who beats Damon. So what does that say? He's better than him. That's not true. You can't sit here and say that and be like, oh, he's better than him. But then we always talk about what depends on the questions. It's just that day he had a better match. You're right. You're right, Rue. You're right. But I'm just saying, like, if Rue and 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's between Rue and Harper for Rookie of the Year. I'm saying Star Wars Player of the Year, Demolanta beat Alex Damon, beat him again, and defend it. defended against Laura Kelly. That's two defenses, and he beat Alex Damon that nobody thought he was going to beat.
Jeremy, I would disagree with this because Sugar is the one who started the Harper hype train.
Yeah, and also that Harper loves me. I love Harper. Good guy.
No.
Why would he not go in the Star Wars tournament? If he loses, he's slated to. That doesn't even make any sense, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that comment off the thing. You don't even make any sense.
Watch it be a shared Rookie of the Year at that point.
Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. So after I think Harper will do amazing. I think Harper's going to do amazing too. But don't sleep on don't sleep on Demolanta. This hate for Demolanta is really annoying. I don't understand why people are hating on Demolanta. He beat Alex Damon twice when he wasn't supposed to. Remember Roxy's promo? Oh, you got lucky the first time. Then he beat him again. Then he beat Laura Kelly. Stop disrespecting Demolanta like that. That is so disrespectful. Like Thomas Harper, I love Thomas Harper, but he's got his hands full and he knows it. He absolutely knows Ricky's leave spectacular with all the belts.
Yes, I want a Tyrant belt. Let's do it, Ty.
That could be a thing. That could be a thing. But all I'm saying is stop disrespecting Demolanta like that. Like seriously.
ASG says it perfectly. If Harper wins and defends, he'll have won a tournament.
I don't care. I don't care. Okay, and I'm sorry to tell you. I'm gonna say it out. I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna be disrespectful. But look, who did Thomas Harper beat? He beat a rookie. Rookie. Okay. Who did he beat in the semis?
Ace.
Okay. I give him that. So there's a leg up. Who did he beat in the first round? Eric Whiteley, rookie. Who did he beat for his first match? Adam Witt, 0-4. I love Thomas Harper. Trust me, I do. But 2 wins against Alex Damon is more than who Thomas Harper beat. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you guys that. And if Thomas Harper wants to fight me on that, I will.
It's because Andrew hasn't gone perfect regardless of his wins. That is true.
Yes, he has.
That's not true. That's not true. He went perfect 51-50, bro.
Yeah, 51-50.
That was a completely perfect
That's
match.
why. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Alex was more praised because he almost always went perfect. You don't care that Demolanta will have ended the year.
Andrew Demolanta beat Alex Damon when he went perfect. No. Not when you win. Not when you get 2 wins against Damon, and you defended twice, and possibly a third time. And if he wins, he gets to defend 4 times. And if he defends 4 matches in a row, hell, I would even put him above Alex Damon. He did it in 1 year. Alex did it over 4. Granted, they didn't play a lot of Star Wars.
But the rookies have been playing it differently than rookies. Yeah, this is a different level of rookie. They're playing like vets. He's Galaxy Geeks. Love you guys.
Okay, I understand. I understand that, but they're still rookies. They're still rookies.
They raised the difficulty after 51-50, and Brandon's has Shug is too close to the situation.
I love Demolanta and I love Harper. They both know this. I've told them both. I sent out a tweet today that I'm not picking this match because I'm so happy for both of them, and I want to see them both win.
I'm talking about since he beat Damon, he hasn't gone perfect. That's why he isn't praised on Damon levels.
Because you want to know why, Jeremy? Because the question writers made it harder.
As Joe just said, they raised the question difficulty after 51-50.
Hell yeah, there was a big outcry by players saying we thought that match was too easy. Why do you think in the next match, Damon and Demolanta didn't go perfect?
Yeah, because you had players, Star Wars players who weren't in that match talking about we would have been going still. So, yeah, they raised the difficulty. Like when you have just normal Star Wars players who aren't playing for the title, you're like, yeah, we'd still be going. That was too easy. you can't really argue against it. You still there, Shug?
Yeah, no. I'm reading. I'm sorry. I was reading ASG's comment because he's talking about if Demolanta will have lost to Harper twice or Harper and somebody else. I still put those 2 wins over Damon high. Those are like, if we're having a ranking system, that's like, they're like 9s over Thomas Harper's 5s to me. I just put him higher. I'm sorry. I just do. I understand he would be on a 0-2 losing streak if he lost. But those two matches, I just rank higher. Sorry. I just do. Perfect personal preference, whatever. Harper and Lacey were very critical. Yeah, very critical.
Not just
very critical.
Gold Leader was.
Yeah, Ace was.
Marie
I remember
was,
Ace. Yeah,
Ace. They're like, those were pretty simple for a championship level match.
So if Demolanta loses to Harper twice, how does he lose? Is it a TKO? Is it a 4-point loss? Is it a 1-point loss? Is it a 2-point loss? Is it a 51-50? I called 61-60. It depends. If it's a blowout, if 2 blowout losses, maybe. What happens if Demolanta blows out Harper? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I'm thinking. If they're close matches, especially in Star Wars, it's a little different. If Harper wins, do you pick him as Rookie of the Year? I give him Rookie of the Year if he wins. If he wins the 2 tournaments, let's say he loses to Demolanta, wins the tournament, gets to Spectacular to win, I give him Rookie of the Year. If Amaru doesn't defend that Spectacular, if Amaru defends a Spectacular, Harper wins the 2 tournaments, I give Amaru Rookie of the Year. And any rookies that go, like let's say Peggy Govins wins the singles tournament, I would give her. I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to diss IG or Star Wars, even though I think Star Wars is the best division. Singles tournament is a little harder than a Star Wars tournament. As far as how many movies you need to know, we all know that they're deep cuts in Star Wars, but in singles you have to have a broader knowledge base. I think right now, yes, exactly. Singles run and Moses. So I think right now your top rookies are Harper, Amaru, whoever comes out of Frankie and Rager, and how far Page goes. And
also,
yeah,
you're forgetting Horowitz and Griffey Nooms.
That too, those 2, yeah. So there's a lot. So yeah, I think Barros is right. There's a lot. Too many rookies to talk about, to be honest with you. This year, Harper will have 1 at the most getting out of the house.
Ty, that is a very, very good point that we haven't even brought it. So I want to thank you for bringing that, because that is a very valuable point. Most other rookies will have only played 1 live in studio / audience match. That's insane. Amaru is going to have possibly 4.
Well, he played Saul. He's playing Kalinowski.
If he wins Kalinowski, he's going to have to defend. That'll be another one.
But that'll be a Spectacular. I don't think he'll defend before that.
Oh yeah. So, but still, that's 3. So Ty was off by 1. Ty was off by 1.
Unless we know something with that. Maybe. Oh no. Maybe they could have something in November.
They could
technically.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
think they might
3, not 4.
3, not 4. But if he wins in September, technically they could do something in November, and then he would have if he defended, he would have a match. Yeah. So, but it might be online. We don't know. I don't know how Christian wants to do it, to be honest with you. But great point, Ty. Like, yeah, that does count for something. Yeah. I actually, now that I think about it, that does count for a lot. So I would have to put Amaru 1 right now. I can only give you my top 3. I think it's like Amaru, Harper, Griffey, Newmans. and
I would put Griffey / Horowitz because it's going to depend who.
That's what I just said. That's what I was saying.
But
Yeah,
at the same time, if either of them lose in this tournament, because they're in the tournament, let's get that straight. If both of them lose, I'm automatically elevating Alvarez / Raddus up there.
And if Paige can beat Bateman, I think that's a big.
If Paige can get out of this tournament, then Paige is my 3. But it's all dependent on if she can get out of that tournament.
I think, but it's not. I know it's a little too early to talk, but it's never too early to have a discussion.
It's never too early. But yeah, I think any rookie that we name that's in the tournament, they have to get out of this tournament because. Yes, some people will be like,
which sucks for Alvarez and Raddus because they're not in the tournament,
right? And I think that's why I would elevate them higher than any of the rookies are in because it's not like they had a say in that. That's up to the managers, but they're still playing, and it's just insane.
Hey, if she gets to Bateman, I only see Bibbs in her way. Be honest with you. If she could get through Bateman, I only see Bibbs in her way. On that side of the bracket. Obviously, she plays Dan Murrell. If she beats Bateman, Bibbs, and Dan Murrell,
that's Rookie of the Year.
She is Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year.
She could lose in the championship match.
Yeah, but if she beats Bateman, Bibbs, Dan Murrell, and wins the final singles tournament, she is Rookie of the Year.
Let's pull that bracket up. Thanks to our friends at A Certain Point of View. Yeah, there's.
Tell me if she were to beat Ben Bateman, then she would run through whoever Griffey Nooms or Josh Horowitz to most likely William.
So it's not. She just doesn't have Bibbs. She's got to get past Horowitz / Nooms.
Yeah.
Bibbs, David Del Rio's there, Ty's there.
So we're assuming Bibbs wins that bottom spot because that's where Del Rio is.
Yeah, but that's what I just said. Like there's still Ty there. There's still David Del Rio.
Yeah,
but so it's not like she's got a cakewalk.
No, that's what I'm saying. And if she, we're not. Ty, I'm not forgetting you're in the tournament. My bad.
I'm showing you the proper love, Ty. I'm showing you the proper love.
Ty, I'm looking at it as Bibbs is like number 1, you're number 2, or like Del Rio would be number 3, I think would be my.
It
would go Bibbs die to Del Rio. Yeah. So I'm not forgetting about you, Ty. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm not trying to disrespect. No, I'm not, Joseph. I'm not acting like you won it already. But you're telling me, like, that's the one thing we got to learn about sports.
Yeah,
there's favorites.
Bibbs is the favorite, but I'm still going to pick Ty because I'm an exchange shill, and I have no issue admitting that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sit there and be like, "Oh, Ty sucked." No, I mean he could win. He has a possibility to win. He's not a slouch. I'm just saying, if you're going to pick betting man, who's to pick? You're going to go with Bibbs.
The majority.
If you could, yeah. Some will go with Ty. Some will go with Del Rio down at the bottom. I think between James White and Brittany Young. Look, I love James White. I don't know if he can beat Del Rio if he wins, or if Brittany can beat him. That's what I'm saying. I have more confidence in Ty beating Bibbs. So. Yeah, you get to that study, buddy. I can't wait to see you win that belt. Are you going to sign my chest for me, Amaru?
No.
Lift my shirt up and you just sign it?
Should stop it. You're sounding desperate now, bud.
No, I'm not desperate. Get out of here.
I said you're sounding desperate.
You sound stupid. All right, what else we got? Is that it? I think those are all the matches.
Those are all the matches. We talked our picks through, but I do want to talk more about Snyder because we only brushed on it a little bit. This man has had one of the most storied careers. He could never win a singles title, but he's done. And I think all of us saw the writing on the wall that his time was coming to an end sooner rather than later. And now we're here. So how do you feel after losing Joe Snyder?
It sucks because he's been one of the legends of the game. But truth be told, this is a different league now than what it was. I think Snyder, the Rokas have played as long as they could. Even Murrell, I said it on for Schmo Me the Money. I think Murrell's done after this year. I think that he's going to be done. I think a lot of the players now, like I've talked to some players behind the scenes, and they have said, they understand the trivia part and the entertainment part. A lot of the older players didn't, and we knew that they had a struggle with that. They had a problem with that. Some people liked it, some people didn't. And I think that it's just Jeff, maybe it's just he's done. And yeah, Brandon, he's one of the best team players of all time, right up there. He had a great Leo Logie, he had a great run last year. He was this close.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah. So he didn't finish bad. He didn't finish like on a downside. He finished on the upside. But I think the way everything is right now, doesn't have the time to commit. There might be other personal reasons. We still know he's got a life down.
He's got a lot going on. He said he lost his job at Collider. He moved back to Boston, trying to find a new gig. So it was just time. Maybe who knows? Maybe it's not forever. But unlike a lot of other retirements, this one sure feels like it.
Yeah, there's few people that like. I don't ever think I ever felt Mara was going to retire. I always thought maybe she come back. Cushing, I felt when I saw that she was done. I think Clark Wolf, same thing. There's other people that like I don't think Draco's done. I think Draco's going to come back. There's just certain people you see that they say they're going to take time off or they're done. And you said, no, I think they're going to come back. I think this is one of them where it's like, nah, I think he's done.
No, and I agree with you. And it's tough. I will always hold him in a high regard because my first ever Schmodown live match, the reason this show exists is because of that match, because that's where I met Chris. And who was playing? Who's the boss? Versus the Odd Couple. And I remember.
And you regretted meeting Chris every day.
No. But I remember Snyder pouring that water bottle and ripping off the Kevin White jersey because he went to Goodwill and found some Chicago. Like, it was just an experience to have. And what could you do? Like, it's hard to say goodbye, especially with how it all ended for him. You know what I mean? That last match and the controversy surrounding it. And it sucks. But here we are.
Yeah. And he'll go down as one of the greats. If there ever start a Hall of Fame, he'll be one of the first in it. But at the end of the day, I wish him well. If he decides to ever come back, that would be awesome. And I don't know how he didn't win Player of the Year. Who won Player of the Year last year?
He did.
Camera?
No. Snyder did. That's why I said I can't believe he was Player of the Year last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Throat got dry.
Hey man, that's just how the cookie crumbles, ASG. That is just how the cookie crumbles.
What can you do? This is the Schmodown, and I think that's why ultimately this past year's draft and influx of talent is going to be so important going forward. Because you got characters and personalities like the Rager, like Paige, like Amaru, Peggy Gubbins, Frankie the Animal Alvarez, Brother Lomas. Like, this is that next step forward. This is that next generation of player. And I think everybody just has to kind of be prepped, because to me, this is very similar to how I feel about the NBA. We're getting towards the end of LeBron James' career. And it's just like a couple years ago, we were close to the end of Kobe's. And things aren't going to be the same. Right now, and I know he'll love this comparison, right now for me, Snyder walking away is like Paul Pierce walking away. Great player. I'll somewhat miss him. Had the occasional bad take, but it is what it is. You just gotta roll with the punches and keep moving on.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like I said, Snyder has left an impact on the game, and he should be respected for that. And yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I think Andrejko's going to come back. I personally think Andrejko's going to come back. But you know, like you said, when I was talking to Buck and Jeff, I think this is Dan Murrell's last year for a while. I think Roka's leaving after this year. I think you're going to see a lot of the old school players. Obviously, Makuga left.
Well, Makuga had his suspension. That was part of the story.
Yeah, but then he lost to. Was that last year? Yeah,
that was last. So Makuga we can conceivably see come back next year.
I don't think he is.
I think he comes back in like exhibition status and just for fun matches, but because with the rumors of we're going back to this somewhat wild west, Makuga can survive. It's not like he has to be on a faction and playing every week. So
yeah, and Jeremy Miller is saying Jeff hates digital more than any other players, so maybe too. Very true.
But he, like we said, he is in Boston. He said in his post he has moved to Boston now. Yeah. So it's hard to be like, yeah, we're going back in studio. Okay, but he's in Boston. So it's not helping the situation.
Yeah. This is someone that that's retired too. Guy. You know? Yeah. I don't think he's officially announced it, but I don't know if he's coming back to Shmominati.
No. Guy is still stuck in the Shmominati. It's not stuck in
I think they killed that storyline.
No, because we got inklings of it at Collision, so I think we'll see the return of it leading up to Spectacular.
Okay. We haven't really had much storylines.
Yeah, they
other than the one I created today.
Yeah, you freaking idiot.
Oh God. You're right. I shouldn't trust that AIM.
You think?
Email.
If it's not Twitter, it's not the Rager. That's the general rule of thumb.
My mistake. All right, I think that's
that's the show tonight.
Okay. The man with the golden voice, Joseph Boris. I have it on Good Authority. That storyline is still active. Okay.
I believe that. But with that, guys, it's a short Labor Day episode. There wasn't a lot of matches to talk about, and as you saw, we started with fireworks. And if you haven't been able to tell, I've been completely disheveled since that happened.
Yeah, for sure. So before we get out of here, just make sure if you're not following, please hit that follow button. And Matt's going to drop all our shows that are going to happen this week. So Matt.
Yes. Well, tomorrow, Colin and I will be joined by not only Chris Anthony Lopez, but the man with the golden voice and a slew of others. Real Sports tomorrow. It is our fantasy football draft. We'll be doing our fantasy draft and talking the latest and greatest in sports with our panel of guests, aka the people in our league. So that's going to be fun. No real Geek Core this week. I have it on Good Authority, though. They will return next week. So be ready to talk about that. They're starting off with a Shang-Chi spoiler discussion. It'll be about a week and a half since the film's release. Wrestle Reel will also be back next week. But I almost skipped over. Really scared. It's not back yet, but it sounds like we have a date. I'm not going to say anything just yet because I don't want to jinx it, because this is a show I've been waiting for to return. For all my horror lovers, if you are not watching Really Scared, you are missing out. This is one of the best horror film podcasts on the internet. We didn't do a show this past Saturday. We are doing one this upcoming Saturday, and that is Saber Reels. Myself, our host, Toby Barkwell, and Colin Morris talking the latest and greatest in Star Wars. And then finally, Real Talk, which has been on its own little hiatus, which Nick and I are trying to figure out when we see the return of, but it's going to be sooner rather than later. But yeah, sure.
And all I'm saying is, Rick Raddus better be real scared. Because real talk, he disrespected Frankie today.
Yeah. Jeremy
And
Miller
if, and if you missed it, make sure to follow.
Christian mentioned in the comments of the Big Thing Guy episode, they're going to continue the storyline.
Jeremy, I don't watch the big thing.
Suge likes his live content. That's the thing.
No, it's just I don't have time.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't have time right now. You have a great night, Jeremy. Stay safe. Everybody stay safe. Appreciate all you.
Come watch the fantasy football draft tomorrow. It's going to be fun, and we'll be throwing shade at the Pittsburgh Steelers all night.
They probably will. And also, too, starting this Sunday, football season start, I will be doing live watch-alongs of the Steeler games. Maybe be joined by Matt, other people who are playing. So if you're a Buffalo Bills fan and want to watch the game with me this weekend, come join me. If you're a certain team that I'm going to be, the Steelers are going to be playing, but hit me up. We'll watch the game together. That's this Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. And make sure to join Matt for the live draft tomorrow.
Yeah. But with that, folks, if anyone gets a Dolphins game, hit me up.
I have Joseph, hit me up. I got you.
All right. But with that, folks, I'm Matt. That is the one and only Suge Knight. And this was Spin from the Reel. Remember, spin from the reel and not the peg.